Hi again. Today we are going to continue to read books, The Effective Engineer. So last night I am reading some, and my goal, I want to finish this book within this month. I also have another book which I want to read, and I hope I can read. Actually, my goal, I want to read this both of this book within this year. So it's quite challenge myself because how many months from now, so let's keep. Okay, my goal is I want to read both of this book within this year. So it's about September, October, November, and December. So I have 4 months and it's about 20 days. So I wish I can read both of them within this book. That is my goal. So continue reading from yesterday. I will try to read as much as I can. So maybe some words I'm not pronounced correctly. I just kind of like to just swap, and then I try to understand the overall of the books, because we cannot really know everything in the word, right? So that's what my techniques to read. So try to read cover all, and then this is gonna be my first time to read. If I finish, I can come back and read again, because I already bought this book on my own, so I can read as many times I can. So, but the goal of to creating this video is mean I want to practice my reading skill while try to speaking as well. So while reading the techniques, like we read and then we also try to think along with the book. Okay, let's get started. Where I left yesterday, page 4. The topics today I'm gonna read is what you will learn from reading this book. Okay, what you will learn from reading this book. Despite being a book for software engineer, you won't find a single line of code. In the Effective Engineer, books are books and articles, a bunch of different technologies, programming languages, software frameworks, and system architecture. Technical knowledge, however, represents only a fraction of the skill that engineers need to learn in order to be effective. More important for activeness, but often overlooked by engineers, are the meta skills. These skills help you to determine where to focus your time and energy, so that more of your efforts translates into impact. The effective engineer teaches you the effective engineer teaches you this meta skill. My promise to you is that after reading this book, you will have a useful framework called Leverage for analyzing the effectiveness and different activities. You will be equipped with actionable tools to increase your impact, and you will develop insight into the common engineering pitfalls that sap precise time and energy. I learned some of these skills through my own experiences, from conversation with other engineers, and by applying lessons from science, physics, research in productivities and psychology. Psychology. Okay, psychology. But you find much more than you just my own story in this book. I have also interviewed senior engineer, managers, directors, and VPs at technology companies around Silicon Valley to distill their secret for effectiveness. You will find their story about the most valuable practice they adopted, as well as the critical mistakes they made. And even though everyone's narrative was different, many common themes emerged. In chapter 1, you will learn why leverage is the yardsticks for measuring and engineering effectiveness. In each subsequent chapter, you find a high leverage habits accompanied by research, story, and example that effective engineers use. You will also learn what key engineering principles Instagram co-founder Mike Krieger's followers to enable small team of 13 to scale effectively and support a products with over 40 million users. You also will learn about key habits that founder of Facebook director Bobby Johnson fosters in his infrastructure team as social network grows to over 1 billion users. And you also hear many more stories from people at Google, Facebook, Dropbox, Box, Essay, and other top technologies companies as they share their philosophies on how to be more effective individuals, contributors, as well as leaders. Ignoring these habits often lead to hard-learned lessons, and you will find some war story here as well. The themes of this book are organized into 3 parts. Part one will describe the mindset that allow us to reason more rigorously about and increase our effectiveness. We begin by outlines the mindset of leverage in chapter 1, and then move on to show off dashboards optimization for earnings in chapter 2, and regular organization chapter 3. Let us accelerate our growth and make the most of our drive into the key strategy. We need to consistently execute and make small progress on the tasks we face with iterating quickly. In chapter 4, validating ideas earlier and often. Chapter 6, measuring what we want to improve. Chapter 5, and developing our project estimating skill. In chapter 7, effective engineers and short-term investors. And so in part 2, we will shift gear and look into approach for building long-term value. We will learn how to balance qualities with programming in chapter 8, minimal operational burdens chapter 9, and invest in our team growth in chapter 10. Whatever you want to increase your impact on the world, get promoted more quickly, waste less time getting away of mindless tasks, or work 12 hours without satisfaction result. The effective engineer gives you the tool you need. This book is not a comprehensive guide for everything that can help you grow, but it provides you with consistent framework leverage for navigating which skill might be good investment for your time. Techniques are teaching and mentoring. Teaching and mentoring are passion of mine, and I am excited to share what I have learned with you. That is what we will learn today. So then let's move on to the next one. Adapt the right mindset. That's it. I'm gonna make another video. So today, that's it for now. See you next time.